Seventh grade. We're going to do our notes for ratios and proportions today. Make sure you have a paper that looks like this. It says ratios and proportions. And then also make sure that you have your red notebook out on page 3. These notes, if you can't find them, they are behind the door in the section, in the organizer, in the section that's marked page 3. And then go to page 3 of your red notebook. But also don't forget to write ratios and unit rates on your table of contents page. So go ahead and fill in the blanks. A ratio is a comparison of numbers that can be written as a fraction with the word to or with a colon. And a unit rate is a simplified ratio whose denominator is 1. If you need to pause the video to finish writing in, you can, and then come back when you're ready. The next thing I want you to write in yours is the constant of proportionality. Proportional relationships have a constant rate, meaning that the ratios are equivalent fractions. So in class the other day, we talked about a constant rate. We talked about what was equal to 3/6, and we all recognize it was 1/2, but we also looked at multiple things that could go down to 1/2. The constant of proportionality is also known as the constant rate, constant ratio, constant rate of change, unit rate, and slope. And there's probably, and I also want you to write on there COP. In our ratios recipe project, we talked about COP, constant of proportionality. And so these all can kind of be used interchangeably in different scenarios. So don't confuse, and think unit rate and constant of proportionality are something completely different. When you are finding the constant, you're getting it down, it's an equivalent fraction, and the unit rate is an equivalent fraction whose denominator is 1. So your notes should be filled out, should look like this. Make sure you have those in there. Let's look at a quick example. So comparing number of 6th graders to 7th graders. So if on our team we had 100 6th graders and 125 7th graders, then we could break that down to 4/5, 4 6th graders for every 5 7th graders. And then when you're finding the unit rate, kind of the same thing, but remember, you need to have the denominator as 1. So if we were doing 200 miles in 10 gallons, we would do 200 divided by 10 and get 20 to 1, 20 miles per gallon. And then also don't forget that in your fraction, the top number is called the numerator and the bottom number is called the denominator. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.